Hey YouTube, Motor Racing Network, Steve Post here. Another great diecast review show brought to you by PlanBSales.com. Looking back at the Magic Mile, it was Matt Kenseth, his 38th career win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. That's a lot of wins for Kenseth. His third in the last 6 races up in New Hampshire, so he's won 50% of the last 6 races at the Magic Mile, and his second win this season, he won earlier at Dover, so Kenseth has his Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota rolling here in the midsection of 2016. Also rolling is Tony Stewart. 4 top 10 finishes in the last 5 races and a second place run yesterday at New Hampshire. Tony Stewart rolling, and also running along really well, the Roush Fenway Racing team. Ricky Stenhouse 10th. Greg Biffle in the 5th spot. That's the 3rd straight top 10 finish for Biffle, so it looks like Roush Fenway Racing has their Fords pointed in the right direction as well. We have got an incredible diecast car for you, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Alright, now when this one came in, I love this diecast. This is the Legends of the Quarter Mile from AutoWorld, and it's Don the Snake Perdome's Army funny car. Now, remember when you were a kid, maybe you collect Matchbox cars. I know I did, and I had a Don the Snake Perdome Hot Wheel along with Tom the Mongoose McEwen. Their Hot Wheels simulated those two barnstorming the country doing match races. It was incredible to have those cars, but look at this. This is really kicked up. This takes my little Hot Wheels and puts it right to shame, because this is an absolute beauty from AutoWorld. It is Don the Snake Perdome's Army funny car, the 1970s Plymouth Barracuda, and I am telling you what, it is a beauty. And it gives us a chance to mention that while we have the best selection of NASCAR diecast, we also have some unique diecast finds, some classic cars, some Indy cars, and yes, some drag racing cars, because we love our dragster friends as well. So all of this diecast, including this one right now, is available in stock. It won't be around long, so you want to make sure you get it. It's the Don the Snake Perdome Army Barracuda, and you want to make sure you get this. Check it out at PlanBSales.com. Alright, let's dig into our questions now. We have a couple really good ones here this week. Cool Dude, who doesn't want a name like Cool Dude, writes in and says, do you see any potential rivalries affecting the chase in all 3 seasons? And if we base it on last year, yes. Now, I don't know who's going to have the rivalry, and I don't know if it's in trucks or Xfinity or Sprint Cup or all 3, but remember last year in the chase, remember Matt Kenseth and Joey Logano, 2 guys who I just think are as cool as cucumbers. They got into it at Kansas. They got into it again at Martinsville, and it blew up into something major. So do I think that rivalries will affect the chase? Yes, I think it will, because all of it's on the line and so much can happen. One little offensive move one week could yield to one big move the next week, and we have a full-blown rivalry. So yes, I do believe, and I think it's potential. I think when you look at any driver in any of those series, it's potential to get into a rivalry. I never saw Kenseth and Joey Logano getting into it, and look at the way that one turned out. So yes, Cool Dude, I think there are going to be rivalries established, and maybe lifelong rivalries established in the chase this year. Dom's Diecast Review writes in and says, what would you think about someone from further back in the chase winning the 2016 championship? What would I think about it? I think it'd be great. I think it's nearly impossible, though. When you look at the chase format and winning races, it is going to be a handful of front-running teams going to be running for the championship. You know, it just is what it is, and they're always running up front. They're always in that position, so I don't know who it's going to be. It would be great to have someone from mid-pack come up and win the championship, but I just don't see it happening with the format the way it is in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And Dom's Diecast Review also says, where do you think Kyle Larson may pick up his first win? I have no idea. A month ago, I thought it'd be next week, because he was knocking out good finishes. Kyle even tweeted about this after New Hampshire, that the luck seems to have turned, and now I'm not sure what to expect from Kyle. Would it surprise me if he wins Indy this weekend? No. Would it surprise me if he goes a few weeks and wins? No. Would it surprise me, actually, if I had to look at one, maybe Pocono? That's a good track for him coming up in a couple of weeks, but right now, with the bad luck that has offset the good luck that he had earlier, I'm not sure where I'm picking Kyle Larson to win his first race. Maybe I'll go with that Pocono pick in 2 weeks. And finally, it is the Brickyard. Amazing to think about. This is the 23rd running. Man, I remember that first one back in 1994 with Jeff Gordon scoring the win. 23rd running this year of the Brickyard 400. Previous winners, Jimmy Johnson has 4 wins. Tony Stewart has 2 wins. 1 race winner, Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard, Ryan Newman, and Kyle Busch. last year's winner was Kyle Busch of the Brickyard. So that leads us to our question of the week. Who do you think is going to win the Brickyard 400? Maybe it's that list of drivers who have won before, or maybe it's somebody new gets a chance to kiss the bricks. Who's going to win the Brickyard 400? It's our question of the week here on the Diecast Review Show. And with that, we're going to suggest you go to planbsales.com, check out all the latest diecast apparel, collectibles, NASCAR, NHRA, IndyCar, sprint cars. We have a little bit of everything there for you. So just type your request in that search box up in the upper right-hand corner, and if we have it, if it's out there, we'll have it and available for you. Again, that's planbsales.com. We love that you guys are getting involved with us here on YouTube. We have the comments below. Feel free to mention your comments here. Follow us on Twitter at PlanBSales, and we'll keep you informed on what we have. And please get some back and forth conversation going, because we love talking racing and love talking with you race fans out there, and we appreciate the business you do give us.